14. And here at home, the Magic, during the regular season, winning 32 of 41 games. And at one point, they won 11 straight here at home.
Yeah, but those records are nice and all, but in a game situation, especially in a closeout game, you can throw those out the window. It's really who wants it more between these two teams.
Well, apparently, Steve Javi, who is working with Bennett Salvatore and Derek Stafford, said the tip was stolen by the Cavs, so the ball is awarded to the Magic.
Well, you heard Charles Barkley saying that Dwight Howard has to get started early. He's the one that can bring these Magic fans out of their seats early.
And that's exactly what he does. Delonte West and Mo Williams in the backcourt. Anderson Varejao trying to set the pick. Here is Williams. Got off to the quick start in Cleveland the other night. Lee going at West. Rebounded by Ilgauskas.
And it's funny, talking to both head coaches Stan Van Gundy and Mike Brown, early transition buckets are going to be at a premium for both teams.
Alston up tight on Williams. And LeBron touches for the first time. Leads Varejao. Nicely done.
And that is going to be something that Stan Van Gundy is going to have to address, especially in the pick and roll situation. Who's going to rotate over early to Anderson Varejao? He's great at slipping picks.
There's Turgler going at Ilgauskas. Rebound Howard. And he is fouled from behind by Varejao. So Dwight Howard will go to the line. The other night, Howard 8 of 13 at the line, did have 24 points, 10 rebounds, but he fouled out. In fact, fouled out as LeBron James, who just completely controlled the fourth quarter, went right at him. And that was number 6 on Howard.
Well, how the officials officiate Dwight Howard is going to be key in this game. But he can't be dumb and pick up silly fouls, especially when LeBron James is going to be attacking him in that pick and roll situation. So he's going to have to learn sometimes to let LeBron or whoever else, sometimes it's okay to give up an occasional two. You can't block and contest everything.
And at the other end, Stan Van Gundy concerned that Dwight has been a bit tentative on some possessions because he's afraid of picking up early fouls, and he has fouled out of 3 of the games.
Well, you can't worry about picking up fouls. If it's in your nature to be aggressive defensively, then you've got to play that way.
That pass picked off. LeBron opening up as he did the other night, trying to get everyone involved. And the foul is called on Varejao. That's his second. Hit him from behind.
And now what does Mike Brown do as he looks down at Ben Wallace to come in as Anderson Varejao, probably their best skilled defender big man on the Cavs team, picks up a quick 2 fouls early in this first quarter.
So Varejao will sit down, and Ben Wallace has done a nice job the last 3 games of this series as he contends with Dwight Howard. So Wallace has come on. Here's Howard way off. We're just underway here at Amway Arena in Orlando. Game 6 of the best of 7. Delonte West playing despite a bruised hip, gets it inside. Wallace is fouled and pushed by Howard, and that's a foul you do not want to give.
And you saw as soon as he put his hands on his head, he understood that is a silly foul to foul Ben Wallace, because I'm not quite sure he was going to make this layup anyways, but these are the silly fouls that Charles was talking about at the top of the show that he can't get into, because they need him on the floor. It's a premium to have him on the floor.
And Wallace only a 42% free throw shooter during the regular season at 27 of 64. Not a guy who spends much time at the line, although there could be a hack of Ben involved, particularly if he gets the playing time. As Varejao sitting down early with the 2 fouls.
Well, I like the philosophy of it, but Dwight Howard can't be the guy that's hacking him.
As Lewis got the step on Wallace, rebounded by Ilgauskas. James yet to take a shot here at the start, just setting people up. Ilgauskas. Rebound is handled by Howard.
With Ben Wallace on the floor, Dwight Howard could be that roaming defender.
Alston for three. Ray for Alston in game 4 had a career playoff high of 26. Game 5 the other night, hit his first shot of 3 and then missed 9 in a row to finish 1 for 10. James, yes. So LeBron James connects on his first attempt. Lewis again gets the step. They swing it. And it's a 3-second violation. So the ball back to the Cavaliers.
Dwight Howard thought that Courtney Lee was going to take that three-pointer in the short corner and kind of camped out in the lane.
Cavaliers trying to send it back to the Q in Cleveland for a game 7 Monday night. Game that will be seen exclusively here on TNT starting at 8 with the pregame show, 8 o'clock Eastern time. While the Magic try to wrap things up here. Williams able to get it back. Wallace on the tip.
Well, you're talking about garbage points and points around the rim. That's what Ben Wallace is going to give you. 2 opportunities there for Mo Williams to score and couldn't finish.
Game is tied at 6. Turkoglu hooks a pass down low to Howard and he stuffs. 8-6 lead for the Magic. James, yes.
That's 2 outside shots for LeBron James, and that's what's going to make it difficult as this game goes on. If he's making that shot, that means he's going to be able to get into the paint.
Lewis hits the 3. Rashard Lewis, who did not have a good shooting game the other night, has given the Magic a 3-point lead. Daniel Gibson coming off the bench, getting set to check in. He was a major contributor the other night. Here is James. This time came up short. Lewis once again able to beat Wallace off the dribble and draws the foul. Rashard Lewis has been a very difficult cover for Ben Wallace. Ilgauskas picks up the foul.
Yeah, I like the penetration. Hedo Turkoglu finding Dwight Howard on the roll in the finish, and look at Rashard Lewis in transition. And this is what makes him so difficult at 6'10", being the trailer, stretching the defense with that 3-point shooting.
Rashard Lewis the other night just 4 of 12 from the field, although finished with 15 points. You can vote for which player you want to watch. Get enhanced coverage of the Eastern Conference Finals right here on TNT Overtime Extra, presented by Axe, only on NBA.com. Now Mike Brown going small as he brings Gibson in for Wallace. So Gibson, West, and Williams in a 3-guard set along with James and Ilgauskas.
Well, if Vergel hadn't picked up 2 early fouls, this would have been the early rotation for Mike Brown, bringing in Daniel Gibson as the first sub off the bench. This is a lineup that he feels comfortable with because you've got shooters to surround LeBron James with.
The other night in Cleveland, the Cavaliers jumped right on the Magic, led by as many as 22 in the first quarter, but Orlando got right back into it in the second quarter. Pass from James deflected out, last touch by Orlando, so the Cavs maintain possession with 6 on the 24.
Lineup also is tough for the Magic because you've got Rashard Lewis guarding the 6'2" Daniel Gibson, and that takes him away from the basket as well at 6'10".
Shot clock down to 2, down to 1, and as James took that hit, he took a shot to the head, Foul by Turkoglu. James will go to the line.
Well, it was a nice spin baseline by LeBron James. It just looked like Ito came over top and kind of got him on the head.
Oh, not kind of. He's dazed.
On the head or in the eye. It's hard to tell right there if it got it on the head and he's a little dazed or something got him in the eye. But look at the nice spin baseline. Get away from the defense. You go baseline. Where's your help? As Rashard Lewis, it looked like, came over from the weak side and got him in the eye. And that's where the foul occurred.
So the foul on Turkoglu, but as you mentioned, it was Lewis with the late hit, and did get James in the eye. So LeBron with his 5th point, and you look back as to what LeBron has been able to do in the Eastern Conference Finals here against the Magic, averaging better than 41 a game. 8.5 rebounds, 8 assists. He had a career high in terms of playoff competition with 14 rebounds the other night. And over the last 11.5 minutes, it was one of the great streaks in playoff history. He assisted on 30, either scored or assisted on 32 consecutive points. Nice move by Howard. Little jump step.
Like Howard attacking the body of Zydrunas. He knows he's quicker than take him to the basket, take him off the dribble, and attack the body.
Williams trying to rub off the lead. Able to get it back. Gibson, played by Lewis. Shot clock to 5. West. Nice move on a step back by Delonte West.
Yeah, and he's the one Cav who's played consistent throughout this series.
Well, Howard gets it very deep inside, and he draws the foul.
Just like when LeBron James gets into the paint, he's tough. And Dwight Howard, when he catches it down that low, you're going to have to send help, and send help immediately. Taking it to the body of Zydrunas, using the glass and the soft touch, and Delonte West, the other consistent Cav, lacing up a jumper from up top. Yeah, it was called send him to the middle and let one of my Davis boys take him out the air. There was really no answer to guarding Michael Jordan. And I think what LeBron will find out as he matures and gets older in this league is that there's going to be so many defense that are going to be catered each and every night towards him. I like just that he trusts in his teammates and he's willing to give up the pass for them to knock down the shot.
And once again tonight he is opening by trying to distribute the ball. He's 2 of 3 from the field, 6 points in all. Dwight Howard hitting on both. Magic with a 17-12 lead. Michael Pietrus has come on for Heater Turkoglu. Pietrus has had a terrific series off the bench. Alston switching off to West. Delonte once again with a fadeaway shot, rebounded by Rafer Alston. Nice move by Alston, trying to curl his way in, and a good recovery on the help defense. Magic with a 16 on the shot clock. We're coming up on 5 minutes to play in this first quarter.
It's real important that Dwight Howard doesn't pick up that second foul.
Open shot to Courtney Lee. Seven-point Magic lead. James going cross court. Here's Gibson for 3. Daniel Gibson, who has been able to break out. He hit 3 from downtown the other night in Game 5.
And that's the fear factor of LeBron James when he catches it mid-post. You're going to have to come over and double, and that unleashes the three-point shooting of the Cavs.
Nice play by Gibson, deflecting that pass thrown by Alston. Lewis switching off to James. Good job by Howard getting over to help. And here is LeBron for 3.
Back-to-back threes here for the Cavs. And If you're Rashard Lewis, you're going to have to pressure and make LeBron James put the ball on the floor, which is easier said than done because that means he's going to be driving into Dwight Howard.
So the Cavaliers are within one. Howard backs his way off the double. Howard with the rebound and puts it in.
Nice first quarter so far for Dwight Howard. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 4 of 6 from the field.
Now Beatrice back on James. West played by Lee. Williams. Good ball movement by the Magic. Beatrice for three. He loves that right-hand corner. And Mike Brown wants a timeout. By himself, Michael Beatrice, primarily having success with those corner threes, has outscored the Cleveland bench. Look at these numbers, 72-61 in favor of Michael Beatrice, who was born on the French Caribbean island of Guadeloupe, spent 5 years with Golden State, signed as a free agent by Orlando. He's come back from injury earlier this season. He missed 28 games, and as he likes to say, he's been the X factor in the playoffs.
Well, I agree with him, and what I've liked about him is that he's gotten it done at both ends, guarding that man with the ball right there, LeBron James.
Turkoglu is back, coming out for Rashard Lewis. Here's James to the fade. Yes. Good start here for LeBron James. 4 of 5. 11 points. Wally Serbiak has come on for the Cavs. Howard able to chase it down. Just under 3 to go in this first quarter. 4-point lead for the Magic. Alston, nice move. Rafer Alston going at Daniel Gibson.
It was a nice fake right there because the Cavs thought that the lob was coming to Dwight Howard. And nice freeze move by Skip to Malou.
James pass off the mark. He thought he was fouled. He was blocked by Howard, and the pass ends up out of bounds.
Howard has to be careful not to pick up that second foul in this first quarter. Sometimes you've got to let LeBron James go. LeBron's making it a point to drive at his body.
And we saw that on a number of occasions in the fourth quarter the other night. Here's Howard, rejected by Wallace. Wallace from the weak side, able to get to Howard.
Well, I like the move here by Dwight Howard, trying to get around Ben Wallace. He kind of loses the ball right here. He gets the recovery, but Big Ben coming from the backside with the block.
8 on the shot clock. Poked away by Wallace. Alston with a long rainbow three.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Less than 2.
This looks like what we saw in the fourth quarter the other night, but Howard comes out to help. Serbiak open for 3 and way off. And the crowd enjoys that air ball.
Well, it's not like LeBron James is going to stop going to Wally, because they're going to be doubling down and there's going to be shooters open. Wally just has to get his confidence and step into that jump shot.
Now Turkoglu played by James. Howard facing the double. West coming over to help. Good recovery there by Gibson. So Beatrice to the rim. Rebound Howard. The catch and the foul. What a start for Dwight Howard. The foul on Gibson, who tried to help.
Dwight Howard with his 3rd offensive rebound in this first quarter. You see the drive there by Beatrice and just keeping it alive, a la Dennis Rodman style, tipping it to himself. You see the foul down low and the nice body control by Dwight Howard.
And Howard 3 of 4 at the line. He's looking for point number 14.
This is the most active, especially in the first quarter, that I've seen Dwight Howard all series.
Unable to complete the 3-point play. Rebounded by Serbiak as we approach a minute left in this first quarter. Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Final. The Magic hoping to close it out. Cavaliers trying to take the series back to Cleveland. West. Wallace could not control. Back comes Turkoglu. You see Serbia trying to foul Howard. And there was no call. The ball was deflected out, last touched by the Cavs.
Well, Dwight's going to have to know that the double team now, especially after the quick start he has had in this first quarter, is going to be coming.
Here's Lee on the move. Courtney Lee with his second field goal. Orlando opens up a 10-point lead. It's an 11-2 run for the Magic. And James had it deflected away, and there was no question about the intent of LeBron James looking to go right, and Howard seeking to pick up that second foul.
Well, in this pick and roll situation, when Ben Wallace is on the floor, Dwight Howard is dropping all the way into the lane because he doesn't need to guard Ben Wallace all the way out there on the floor.
Here's Serbiak for three. Yes, so he comes right back following the air ball a moment ago.
Well, how about the three-point shooting for both teams? 3 of 5 for the Cavaliers and 3 of 4 for the Orlando Magic.
7-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock as this first quarter winds down. Alston using the pick. Howard with the rebound. Howard squeezes it. Crowd looking for a foul. Cavaliers, final seconds of the quarter. James. Oh, what a play by James, using his speed to follow up the shot and score with 0.2 of a second, and that's the end of the first. Dwight Howard, 5 of 9, 13 points, 5 rebounds. LeBron James.
Call, and he's converted those or gotten free throws with those.
Thanks a lot. Let's go back to Marvin Reggie.
All right, thank you, Craig. LeBron James opening the second quarter on the bench. Anderson Varejao is back, takes to the rim. 7 straight points for the Cavaliers, who are shooting well at 11 of 21. The Magic 11 of 22 in the first quarter. Here's Rashard Lewis kicking it out. Hedo Turkoglu for 3. In a favorite spot for the Magic, that right-hand corner. We saw Michael Beatrice hit a corner 3. Orlando 4 of 5 from three-point land.
Mike Brown trying to buy time for LeBron James on the bench to start this second quarter. They're -5 as Zydrunas gets fouled and is going to the line. And we talk about the first quarter struggles for the Magic. The first 5 games tonight, 30 points, only 20 through the first 5. Shooting much better at home from three-point range as well as field goals. And look at the point differential, a +5 to start this second quarter.
So Ilgauskas to the line, fouled by Marcin Gortat, who just came on for Dwight Howard. Once again, let's check in with Craig.
Well, I remember early in the series we talked about the discrepancy between Hedo Turkoglu at home and on the road, and he said he played better on the road because he was able to sleep because he and his wife Bruna had a 3-month-old daughter named Ella. Well, both parents were in town for the first month to help out, and then she was at home by herself, and when he came home, he said he wasn't getting sleep. I'd like you to know the X factor, they have hired a permanent nanny now to help out. He got a lot of sleep last night.
Now that is good information to have. Here's another three-point attempt by Beatrice. Now, was Hedo just being frugal or wanted to spend more time with the baby? As Mo Williams is able to hit, cutting left to right and popping it home. So the Magic lead is 4 as the second quarter gets underway.
Well, with LeBron on the bench, let's see if Mo Williams, who just knocked down his first shot, can get going offensively. He got off to that quick start in Game 5 with those 11 points in the first quarter. Tonight, just 2 points as you just saw his first basket of the evening.
Mo Williams called on the foul, his second, which will bring on Daniel Gibson. Well, apparently Mo will stay on the court. Wally Serbiak will sit down. So it's Williams, West, and Gibson in a 3-guard alignment with Ilgauskas and Varejao. Anthony Johnson now playing the point. He came on for Rafer Alston. Here's Lewis on a spin. Went to the left hand. A beautiful move by Rashard Lewis. We are early second quarter. The Magic up by 6. Williams off the fake. Rebounded by Gortat. Archie Gortat done an outstanding job all series long coming on for Dwight Howard. And as Johnson is set up for the 3, an offensive foul is called on Turkoglu. So for Hedo, that's his second.
Hedo Turkoglu just got down a little bit late when he was driving down the middle right there, and Daniel Gibson doing a good job of taking the charge in the chest.
Williams played by Johnson. Varejao. And Gortat able to haul it down. Johnson with a backdoor attack for Petrus. And a foul is called a blocking foul, says Bennett Salvatore. It's on Gibson, his second.
And how about Stan Van Gundy and Mike Brown trying to steal time for their superstars on the bench resting. Dwight Howard, after picking up that quick foul in the first quarter, did a pretty good job of not picking up that second.
Able to hang in despite the attempts of LeBron James trying to put a second foul on Howard. Shot clock to 5. Lewis throws it. Rashard Lewis with 9 points.
We've seen 3 difficult shots by Rashard Lewis. The long-range 3, the nice left-handed bank shot drive, and then right there, just jab stepping and then raising up over Anderson Varejao. Very versatile at 6'10".
Ilgauskas, yes. Zydrunas Ilgauskas, who bounced back, shot the ball well in game 5. Able to knock down that side jump. Here's Lewis, this time off the mark on a 3-point attempt. And the ball back to Cleveland. And Reggie Agodas hit some big shots. Game 4 here in Orlando. That 3-pointer with 4 seconds left in regulation. He came on after a slow start. Had a sparkling game 1 in Cleveland. As you see, LeBron James has checked back in. Dwight Howard continues to sit. Shot clock to 7. Ilgauskas being played here by Gortat. Rebounded by Lewis, and Ilgauskas played well by Gortat, who forced him off his spot. Good ball movement. Turkoglu for 3. Back tap by Gortat. And kept alive by Anthony Johnson.
Well, that's one of those 50-50 balls Mike Brown was saying that his Cavs were not coming up with. The Magic very active.
Petrus for 3. And you can see how the hustle of that particular 50-50 ball paid off as Petrus was able to take advantage. 9-point Magic lead. They've led by as many as 10. They've led from the start. And the whistle away from the ball. Foul is called on the Cavaliers. It's on Serbia. And now Varejao checks back in, comes on for Ilgauskas.
Well, as you see LeBron James back on the floor, almost a little over 3 minutes that he got rest. Clock time, almost 11 minutes in real time. That's something that Mike Brown is going to have to monitor. Heavy minutes the last 2 games, 49 in game 4, 46 in game 5.
Lewis to the rim, once again, went to the left hand. And Stan Van Gundy is able to keep Dwight Howard on the bench. He wants it available in the second half. Does not want to see him in foul trouble once again. He's fouled out of 3 of the 5 games. Shot clock to 5. And that's waved off. A defensive 3-second violation is called on the Magic.
2 beautiful moves here by Rashard Lewis. And you talk about taking it to the body of someone, taking it to the body of Anderson Varejao. Uses that offhand. Just gets it up on the glass right there and lets the English do the rest.
Mo Williams hits the technical foul. Here's Dwight Howard back for Marcin Gortat. Mo Williams in a discussion with the lead official, Steve Javie. Here's Gibson for three. Varejao with the rebound.
Varejao might have got away with a push into the back of Dwight Howard. That would have been his third foul.
Gibson being played by Lewis. Finds Varejao. And another possession for the Cavaliers. Now Turkoglu defending on James. LeBron goes right at him. And Howard came over to change that shot. Foul is called. Mo Williams being held back by Varejao as Mo picks up his third.
You see this last drive by LeBron James. Look, he's going straight to the body of Dwight Howard. Didn't pick up the foul, but 3 fouls in this first half by Mo Williams, struggling from the field, 1 of 5.
Here's Howard getting inside, set up beautifully by Johnson. On a number of occasions in this series, Anthony Johnson has come off the bench and has turned things around for short periods of time. Been able to set the tone. Varejao. Nice reverse on the assist by Williams.
And what does Stan say about Varejao? He's probably their best slip player.
Long pass deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers.
They brought in Rayford. Obviously, you also had Anthony Johnson as a backup. What's been the key for their success of leading this team?
Well, one thing is Dwight Howard, he's drawing so much attention. And like I said, Otis put the team together for a reason. And we have a lot of shooters around Dwight. And the point guard's done a great job running the team. And coaches put him in successful positions.
Have you and Delonte been talking these past 2 weeks?
A little bit, but not really. You know, he ran down a loose ball, and I called him, you know, held him up a little bit. If it was anybody else on that team, I would have held him up.
When do you hope to be back on the court?
I'm just hoping to get better every day. I think one thing is just I'm shooting for preseason. It's a long shot. I know everybody's talking about me playing. It's a long shot of me playing. I just want to continue to rehab and get ready for preseason.
Thanks a lot. We miss you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, thank you, Craig. Jameer was averaging just under 17 points and 5 assists when he went down with that shoulder injury. Crowd did not like that call. They wanted a charge on James instead of the foul on Beatrice. So LeBron out 2 of 3 at the line. Misses on both.
How about the Cavaliers? 3 of 9 so far in this first half from the free throw line.
The other way around in Game 5 with the Magic struggling at the line, and now the foul the other way. Offensive foul. It is on Lewis.
Screens are going to have to be set right here. You see the moving screen as Daniel Gibson tried to go underneath. You've got to be set.
Consecutive turnovers committed by the Magic. They're up by 10. They've led by as many as 12. Here's Serbiak for 3. And it went over the backboard and out of bounds, and the ball back to the Magic. Marv Albert with Reggie Miller once again coming out of the pen for Doug Collins, who is back home in Phoenix with his wife Kathy, who is back home after spending a day in the hospital due to that rapid heartbeat. But Doug telling us Kathy, following a series of tests, is okay, happy to be home, and is the beneficiary, I'm sure, of excellent color commentary from Doug in front of that giant HD TV. I can see Doug with all his notes spewing out all kinds of information.
No one knows the game like Coach Collins.
And here's Lewis from straight away for 3. Rashard Lewis with a terrific first half, 5 of 7 shooting, 14 points in all. It is a 47-34 lead for the Magic.
Magic 6 of 10 as a team from beyond the arc.
Gibson off balance, swept by Lee. Orlando trying to wrap this series up in Game 6. Howard off the lead pass from Johnson, and the Cavaliers have to talk it over.
The paint as well as dunks, and tonight the Cavs are not doing anything to wrap him up. They're just letting him finish.
16-5 run for Orlando. Magic with their biggest lead of the series, up by 15. There's Varejao. The tip missed by Ilgauskas, rebounded by Howard.
Howard doing everything.
There's Lee for three. Lewis controls. Beatrice wide open for three. Ilgauskas got a hand on it, then Beatrice in a collision with Gibson is called for the foul.
Well, the Magic are trying to give the Cavaliers that overhand right. Two wide open threes, one by Courtney Lee and the other by Michael Petrus. And here you see that Petrus picking up the foul in the collision, going for the loose ball. It's early, but the Magic sense blood in the water.
Trying to close out the series and open up in LA against the Lakers. Game 1 of the NBA Finals on Wednesday night. Cleveland trying to stay alive and bring it back home for Game 7. And Delonte West with the drive. 49-36. Orlando coming up on 3 minutes to go in this first half.
And throughout this series, we've seen the Magic come back from deficits. Let's see if the Cavaliers can do the same thing.
Came back from 16, came back from 22. Oh, what a move by Dwight Howard. A running hook. 19 points. 6 rebounds for Howard, who has been unstoppable. Varejao sets the screen. Nice move by West. Oh, beautifully done as Delonte West goes to the reverse.
Oh, nice weave right there by Delonte West, putting the pressure on Dwight Howard.
Here's Johnson. Once again, the loose ball is handled by Orlando. Ilgauskas slaps it away. But the Magic have 20 on the shot clock. Orlando just 1 win away from representing the East in the NBA Finals. And it's all on the line here for the Cavaliers, a team that finished with the best record in the NBA during the regular season, 66-16, and then just swept through the opening 2 rounds against Detroit and Atlanta. Johnson is called for the push-off. So the Cavaliers will put it in play. Correction, the NBA Finals begin next Thursday, not Wednesday night. So, Reggie, I don't want you to show up at Staples on Wednesday.
I was on my way.
All right, here's West. Varejao cannot get to it. And back comes Lee. Lewis putting moves on Ilgauskas. Rebounded by Zadrunas. LeBron James very quiet in the second quarter. Lost the dribble, and it's deflected out. Last touch by the Cavaliers.
And finally, the defense for the Magic starting to step up. Michael Petrus doing a good job getting the hand on the ball right there as Rashard Lewis looked like he might have tapped it out, but the official saw otherwise. Magic ball.
Rafer Alston has returned, coming on for Anthony Johnson. There's Varejao over to help. They actually triple teamed Howard, leading to this. An open shot for Rafer Alston from downtown.
7 of 13 for long distance for the Magic, and that's one of those, as they call it, hockey assists. They're doubling down on Dwight Howard early. He gives the ball up, and you just swing it around the perimeter. Rafer Alston knocking down the wide open 3.
And pass from West behind Ilgauskas. Alston was looking for another 3. Instead, the running hook is off. Here comes James. Orlando gets back. pass for Varejao, getting inside for the reverse.
Nice find there by LeBron James, picking up his third assist.
Orlando by 14. Howard by himself and shoved. Dwight Howard was surprised that there was no one around him, and then at the last moment, he was pushed by James.
And he took too long to gather himself. He should have went up right there. That gave LeBron James a chance to rotate over and send him to the free throw line.
Well, coming up, the T-Mobile halftime report. Ernie, Charles, and Kenny will have analysis of the first half. You can see Ernie is very close with the rest of the staff.
Are you kidding me? Come on, EJ.
Are you saying that that was fake?
That's fake cheer right there.
Staged?
Yes, that's staged cheer right there.
I even saw the stage manager cue it. Dwight Howard, 4 of 6 at the line. What a stat line. 8 of 12 from the field. 20 points, 6 rebounds.
And more importantly, only 1 foul. Picked it up early on a silly foul, fouling Ben Wallace. But for the most part, when LeBron James or Anderson Varejao or whomever has been driving at him, hands up, going straight up, taking the contact, but not committing the foul.
Final minute, first half. James for 3. He has been scoreless in the second quarter after the quick start. Standing ovation here in Orlando for the Magic. They're up by 16. Courtney Lee, and he has played well. He's hit 3 of 5 from the field. He has 6 points. Final seconds of the half. James to the rim. He was trying to draw the foul. There was no call as time has run out. Here's a look at Mike Brown complaining. He felt that LeBron James on that drive at the end of the quarter was fouled. Steve Jaffe teed him up. Very calm demeanor from Steve Jaffe as he indicated the technical. Here's Mo Williams open for 3. 59-43 Orlando.
Yeah, that's a nice way to start this third quarter for Mo Williams, who struggled in the first half with only 1 of 5 from the field.
Now Mo is playing with 3 fouls. Austin for 3. The rebound handled by Williams. Here's West. Nice move. Delonte West. So the Cavaliers now trail 59-45. Crowd a little concerned trying to get the Magic going. And Turkoglu rims out. Rebound Williams.
And that's 2 bad possessions. 2 quick threes by the Magic.
Here's James from downtown. Timeout called by Orlando. The lead is down to 11.
And the Magic on an 8-0, or excuse me, the Cavs on an 8-0 run.
He said, listen, I'm not begging for calls, but LeBron James is getting hit every time, and they're not calling it.
Our Craig 8-0 run in 41 seconds. Here's Lee off the nice pass from Howard. So a 19-point lead at the start of the third quarter, leading to the 8 consecutive points by the Cavaliers. It's 61-48 Orlando. And a foul is called on Turkoglu. But you look at the Orlando Magic, particularly during the playoffs, and because of the three-point shot, they are able to get themselves in and out of games. You see their up and down play against the Sixers. Celtics led by 28, win by 5. Cavaliers down by 16, then they win by 1. That was game 1 in Cleveland, and game 2 they were trailing by 23 points, and that one ended on that epic shot by LeBron James from the top of the circle. Here is James, and the rebound is handled by Alston. And Howard and Ilgauskas come together as a blocking foul on Ilgauskas right at the top of the circle. That's the second on Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Michael Petrus has checked in. So Alston and Petrus at the guards. Turkoglu, Lewis, and Howard on the front line. A minute and a half gone by in this third quarter. There's Howard backing his way, and he's fouled by Ilgauskas.
That's just a big boy making a big boy move right there, and Dwight Howard. And I like that, going right at the body, not going around. Try to go at the body and get the contact.
That's 3 on Ilgauskas. A reminder, national coverage of the NBA playoffs continues. Now, if the Cavaliers can come from behind and win here tonight, there would be a Game 7 Monday night in Cleveland. We'll have it for you on TNT. Coverage starting 8 o'clock Eastern time. And then Thursday on ABC, it's the NBA Finals coverage starting at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Now, Howard is 5 of 8 at the line.
And Mike Brown politicking for fouls for his superstar LeBron James. He's only been to the line 4 times. This is a guy that's been living at the line throughout this series.
There's West from James, swatted aside by Howard. Alston to the pull-up. 10 points for Rafer Alston, coming back from the 1 for 10 in Cleveland in Game 5. You see Alston looking to cheat over to help out. Shot clock down to 5. Ilgauskas is open.
That's great defense by the Magic, because you can live with that. Shot clock running down. Everyone has hands on players, and then a long shot by your center.
Nice ball movement. Petrus for 3. A 16-point lead for Orlando. West been so successful with that step-back move. Three minutes gone by in the third. Howard sets the screen. Shot clock at 5. Lewis. Turkoglu with 1 on the 24. Just 1 of 5 from the field. West to the crossover. Good job again defensively by the Magic. Williams on a spin. Yes, and the foul. What a move by Mo Williams with the shot clock down to 4. And it was hit by Rafer Alston.
Well, Mo Williams has come out of halftime on fire here. Hits his first shot, which is a 3-pointer. And you look at the nice spin move on Rafer Alston and gets the shot right up over Dwight Howard. The little push in the back.
The night in Game 5, 7 of 14 from the field. He hit 6 threes, 23 points, easily his best game of the series, and showing some signs here in the third, although Mo is playing with 3 personal fouls. The lead is down to 11. Petrus had it knocked aside and fouled.
Mo Williams is lobbying for an offensive foul on Dwight Howard. He felt that he was, especially when Dwight Howard made the move to get into the paint.
Foul is called on LeBron James. That's his second.
Look at the quick move here by Dwight Howard, and it's close to being an offensive foul, getting the benefit of the doubt calls tonight.
Alston now played on a switch by Varejao and shoots over him. Whoa, did not get the roll. Here comes James. Varejao. Once again, they swing it effectively, but Lewis's pass picked off. The Magic get back as James sets it up. Here's LeBron for three. Alston probing, finds Lewis from downtown. Rebound Howard to the rim. 24 points, 8 rebounds for Dwight Howard. And he's managed to stay on the floor with only one personal foul. Williams for three.
2 threes in this third quarter alone for Mo Williams. Trying to keep the Cavs in this.
All right, here's Howard. Will he get the call? Yes, he does. On the continuation, the basket counts. And the foul.
Well, how are you going to play him? Because he's gone left and he's gone right. If you're Zydrunas Ilgauskas, you're going to have to wrap him up. And look at the previous play before. Offensive rebound again, using the left hand on the glass. Mike Brown is going to have to think about and reevaluate when he's going to come double down on Dwight Howard. But if you do that, you're going to unleash this lethal three-point shooting of the Magic.
As you saw, number 4 on Ilgauskas. He's replaced by Ben Wallace. Cleveland's 4th team foul. 3-point play for Howard. 69-56 Orlando. Here's Williams. He got the step and threw it away. Picked off by Alston. Alston all the way. Rejected from behind by James. James met by Petrus. Goes right at him. And a foul is called. And LeBron is headed to the line. Foul on Petrus, his third.
LeBron James just being a one-man show right here on this fast break by the Magic. He just waits for Rafer to commit himself and then goes up for the block and the pin and then starts to break himself and gets fouled at the other end.
He had missed his previous 2 free throws. Most points in a 6-game playoff series. That list headed by Jerry West. And followed by Michael Jordan, Rick Barry, and LeBron with 223, including his output tonight. So coming into tonight's game, LeBron needed only 73 points here to surpass Jerry West.
Way to put the pressure on Marv.
I think Jerry's record might be safe, although you never know. Shot clock to 5. Turkoglu for 3. Hedo Turkoglu, who has not been hitting his shot, connects on a 3-pointer. 14-point lead for the Magic. West for 3. So Delonte West with the answer. He continues to hit that shot. He's 6 of 10. He has 13 points. And the lead is 11. Beatrice off the fake on Williams.
Are we playing a video game here?
It is a 3-point festival. 9 threes for the Magic, 7 for the Cavaliers. West got the hop.
Delonte West offensively keeping the Cavs in this game. But they're going to have to come up with some stops at the defensive end.
The Magic up by 12, just under 5 to go in the third quarter. Turkoglu with the step, and he is fouled. It is a reach-in. It's on James. So LeBron with his third.
Hedo Turkoglu, last 4 home games dating back to that Boston series, is 13 of 51, but showing some signs of life in this game right here with the assist to Michael Petrus as the Magic knock down their 9th 3-pointer for tonight.
And we've talked about this before. This is a team that averaged 10 3-pointers per game. And in the regular season, when they'd hit 9 or more, you can see the success that they have had. A team that is built around 3-point shooting.
Yeah, it's one of those rare teams that plays from the outside in, and they've got a dominant big man in Dwight Howard, and you would think it would be the opposite way around, but you surround him with this great 3-point shooting. A fantastic weapon for Stan Van Gundy.
Well, that's also why you see they have blown leads after taking big leads, or they've been able to come back after falling behind. They live and die at that 3-point line. But they did win 59 games during the regular season. Here's Howard with the jump hook. Swept by Bergeron. Lewis defending on James. Peters coming over, trying to slap it away. 5 on the 24. Here comes LeBron. Yes, and the foul went to the left hand, and he drew the foul. This reminiscent of what we saw in the fourth quarter in Game 5, and finally the Magic able to pick up a second foul on Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard got caught on the switch in the pick and roll on LeBron James, and watch how LeBron just leans into the body and uses that offhand shoulder to get it up on the glass with the foul as he goes to the free throw line. His 20th point on 7 of 14 from the field, but only 6 free throws today.
But still much time to play with just under 4 remaining in this third quarter. LeBron with 8 of his 21 points here in the third. Orlando is led by as many as 19. They're up here by 11. Marv Albert, Reggie Miller sitting in for Doug Collins tonight. Craig Sager working the sideline. Here's Howard with the jump hook. He has been so efficient tonight.
Well, Mike Brown, I think, has made the decision of not doubling Dwight Howard. He's going to let him go one-on-one to stay with those shooters.
29 points for Howard. 8 have come here in the third. Varejao got it over Lewis and Howard.
How about Varejao? 10 points on the afternoon, 4 fouls, though, but 5 of 9 from the field and some pretty nifty plays around the basket.
Howard getting in deep. Lewis for 3. There's West cut off by Lee and lost it. Carried out of bounds. Good job by Courtney Lee. Just under 3 left in the third. Following the scoreless second quarter, Orlando opened up the second half up by 19. Cavaliers have it down to 11. Magic trying to wrap up the series here tonight. Cavaliers looking to take it back to Cleveland for Game 7 Monday night. Here's another 3-point shot by Rafer Alston.
Well, it's pick your poison. Either you're going to let Dwight Howard go one-on-one down low against a smaller Ben Wallace. They tried to send bigger help in Anderson Varejao, but again, you're unleashing the shooting fury of the Magic.
That's the third 3 for Alston. James with a hard driving move, rebounded by Wallace and knocked out of his hand. Howard with a quick move around Wallace and a foul.
Yeah, he hooked him as he went baseline, and he had him beat already. He didn't need to extend the arm because Ben Wallace was already beat.
That's number 3 on Howard. Wally Serbiak checking back in for the Cavaliers, coming out for Anderson Varejao. The leads with 10 points, 8 rebounds. And Hito Turkoglu over at the scorer's table. He'll come on for Rashard Lewis. Lewis leads with 15. Howard, the high man, with 29, along with 9 rebounds. LeBron James with 21, got off to the fast start. quiet second quarter, but has picked it up here in the third. West on the drive. He went right at Howard, and it's deflected out. Last touch by Lee of the Magic.
Yeah, he has to be careful not to pick up that forced foul. 1:26 left in this third quarter. His team up 14.
Cavaliers have a new clock. He just picked off Turkoglu on James. Here's LeBron on the spin, finding West for three. Rebounded by Howard. Once again, you can see LeBron James trying to make the contact with Dwight Howard. Final minute, third quarter.
I wonder if Mike Brown's going to go to that 1-4 offense he did in Game 5. Put LeBron James, as he calls it, on the nail.
He's head of the circle. Turkoglu not able to hit. Howard goes. Howard on the follow. 31 points for Howard. The Magic by 16.
And that's his 6th offensive rebound.
There's Wallace getting inside off the nice pass from James. Down to a half minute to go in the third. And James roaming, looking to help out on Howard. Petrus wide open. They lost him.
And LeBron James is guarding Michael Petrus, and when he went down the double, he just cut off his back, and it kind of confused the Cavs because they haven't seen that before.
Standing ovation to the Magic as this third quarter comes to a close. Down to 2, down to 1. James.
Well, I'm just wondering if Mike Brown is going to go to the 1-4 ISO, and you put the 2 shooters in the corners, and you have your big men down low as cutters.
Ray for Alston trying to beat the Cavaliers up the court. Felt they were not ready, but they got back in position as this fourth quarter gets underway. Here's Courtney Lee. LeBron James with the rebound. An 86-70 lead for the Magic. They've led by as many as 19. The Cavs able to get it down to 11 6 times. LeBron turns it over. They got it down to 10. Could get no closer. And Orlando has led right from the start.
LeBron James' third turnover.
Nice move by Turkoglu. Could not finish, but gets to the rebound. I wanted a foul on Varejao, and now there's the call. Let's go back to Craig Sager. Craig.
Omar, Daniel Gibson is on the floor right now to start the fourth quarter. We did not see him in the third quarter. He was back in the locker room being treated for back spasms. Mike Brown said, hey, go get him if he's ready. If he can play, we need him. Bring him out here. He's out here to start the fourth.
All right, so Daniel Gibson, who hit the 3 threes in Game 5 and was a major factor off the bench tonight, did knock down one from beyond that three-point line.
Let's see if Mo Williams, who had that pretty good third quarter, knocking down 2 threes in the three-point play. See if he can help LeBron at the offensive end as well.
Down to 5 on the 24. Alston has to fire from deep. Good box out by Varejao. They double up on Williams. Varejao with the spin and the fade. Rebounded by Turkoglu.
They've had 2 stops at the start of this fourth quarter, but the Cavs haven't been able to get anything at the offensive end.
Cavaliers expending lots of energy in that third quarter. The end result, still trailing by the big number, and Petrus adds to it. from downtown. Michael Gilchrist with 14 points. That's his fourth three. Here's West off the fake. Varejao slaps it away, but it's recovered by Howard. Howard puts the move on Varejao, backs it home. The Cavaliers hold for time. A 21-point lead by the Magic. They open up the fourth with a 9-0 run. All-around performance by Howard. 9.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. Now Howard sits down. Marcin Gortat back on the floor. And a foul on Petrus called for kneeing James.
And that's the luxury Stan Van Gundy has. You see that he gets a chance to rest his superstar in Dwight Howard and LeBron James. I don't think Mike Brown is going to be able to go to the bullpen and get him a rest.
They double up on James, so they get the ball out of his hands. Williams shoots for three. A long three by Mo Williams, who has 12 points. Now Alston able to reset. Finds the room. And the ball back to the Cavaliers. Mike Brown looking for some offense. Wally Serbiak back in. Daniel Gibson will sit down. Mo Williams has had the hot hand in the second half. He's hit 4 for 4. He has 12 points.
Well, Mar, but it was a little too late. He needed that start at the start of the game.
Here's Williams with the step. Beautifully done. 16-point lead for the Magic. Try to conclude this series tonight in Game 6 and move on to the NBA Finals against the Lakers, who wrapped it up last night. Lakers headed to their 30th NBA Finals. That's the most in NBA history. Here's James. Gives it up. Serbiak. And obviously LeBron not getting the kind of support that he received in Game 5 in Cleveland. Shot clock to 7. Turkoglu. Faced down by West. Gortat and Serbiak in a collision as they were after that loose ball, and the foul is on Gortat.
One of the rare 50-50 balls that the Cavs actually had a chance to come up with. See the balls on the floor. Gortat just running into the back of Wally Serbiak. Picks up the foul as Dwight Howard checks back in for Gortat.
A short rest for Howard is playing with 3 fouls. Williams with the off-balance shot came up short. Battle between Varejao and Howard. Howard getting it out deep, pops it back outside. Here's Turkoglu. Lewis wide open for 3. 12 3-pointers for the Magic. They've hit 12 of 26 from downtown. James with a nice pass. Varejao with the bucket. It counts, and that's number 4 on Howard.
Varejao doing a good job of staying active at the offensive end, and there's LeBron James finding him wide underneath for the bucket and driving kick. Turkoglu goes baseline, and you drift to that corner if you're Rashard Lewis.
Varejao not able to complete the 3-point play. Now the Cavaliers just 7 of 14 at the line. Here's the double on Howard. The ball knocked out of his hands, but he was fouled. Cavaliers with their second team foul.
Foul number 17, Anderson Barrett.
It is on Varejao. That's number 4.
Second team foul.
Non-shooting affair, and Turkoglu will put it in play.
I'm not quite sure. Are they going down early on Dwight Howard or late? It's kind of confusing.
And here's West, able to beat Lee off the dribble, drew the foul. Quick move by Delonte West. And he will go to the line. The foul on Lewis, his second. A programming reminder, TNT this June, Jada Pinkett Smith as Chief Nurse Christina Hawthorne. Don't miss the new series premiere of Hawthorne, June 16th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, only on TNT. West up the line for the first time. And the missed free throws are killing the Cavaliers. 7 of 15 at the line. West an 83% free throw shooter during the regular season. 94-78. Orlando trying to hold on to make it to the NBA Finals for the first time since back in 1995. The magic of Shaq and Penny Hardaway went to the Finals and were swept by the Houston Rockets. The Rockets of Akeem Olajuwon and Kenny Smith, Clyde Drexler.
Well, I think you should start with Hakeem Olajuwon
I
and
did.
Clyde Drexler, then go to Sam Cassell, Robert Horry, and then maybe
Taking
Kenny.
an early shot at Kenny. I'm trying to be nice.
I'm only playing.
He
Kenny had a huge game here.
He had key buckets in that series. Just under 6 remaining in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Here is Lewis. Varejao able to get to it. The time running down here on the Cavaliers. Serbiak coming up short once again, and it carried out of bounds.
Serbiak, who won the tournament at Tahoe last summer and the best scorer of all current and former NBA players. Charles Barkley was last, but that was before he took lessons from Hank Haney, Tiger's coach.
I know it was a lead up to something. Tiger makes his home just outside of Orlando. Here's Turkoglu with the shot clock running down. And the Magic with a 96-78 lead. There's still time remaining, but to this point, it has been the most ineffective game of the series for LeBron James. On the drive that time, he's turned back. Is it the Magic defensive effort, or is it fatigue finally setting in for LeBron, who's played in just an incredible number of minutes, averaging about 44 a game?
Well, I think it's a combination of both, but you got to give a lot of credit to Stan Van Gundy and switching up his defensive philosophy and looks at at LeBron James, but also 44 minutes a game in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's a lot, and it's taxing, and you got to understand, not only is he scoring, but he's getting everyone else involved, and this is what he's been looking at in Game 6 tonight. Screen and roll, but who is he going into? Now, these were fouls in some of the other games, but tonight, Dwight is doing a good job of keeping his hands up, and when he does the go up to contest, he's going straight up, and the officials are rewarding as he just picked up his 5th foul, going over the top.
It also put the Magic over the limit, and LeBron is only 5 of 8 at the line. The Cavs 8 for 17. National coverage of the NBA playoffs continues Thursday on ABC. It'll be the NBA Finals starting at 8:30 p.m. If there's a Game 7, it'll be on TNT on Monday night.
This is a chance for the Cavaliers to score with no time coming off the clock. Get your defense set. Try to get some quick stops.
Shot clock at 5. And as they double up On Howard, a foul is called. It is on Varejao, number 5. Sasha Pavlovich is on the floor for the first time. That was a non-shooting foul. Take another look.
Dwight Howard into the body of Varejao.
There's Howard battling his way, and he draws the foul. It's on Pavlovich. Dwight Howard has been unstoppable here tonight. 33 points in all, 13 of 18 from the field.
And what I like about it is even if the double team is coming down, he's still accepting it and finding his teammates. And if it doesn't come, he's going straight at the body of Anderson Varejao or Zydrunas Ilgauskas, and he can even throw Ben Wallace in there.
Howard now 8 of 11 at the line. Dwight Howard doing it all. 9 of 12 at the line, 35 points in all. James Lewis with the rebound. And time is running out on the Cavaliers. Howard, beautiful move, but could not finish. Hustled down by Pietrus. And they get the new clock.
And some time off. Time is on your side right now. No need to rush your shots. You have the lead.
And off that entry pass, they try to wrap up Howard. And the foul on Mo Williams, so Dwight Howard back to the line. You know, prior to the start of this series, the Cavaliers, by most people around the country, were felt to be the overwhelming favorite, primarily because of LeBron James, and many people have not been able to see the Orlando Magic. Well, this is a team that won 59 games, 59-23 in the regular season. And as we saw during the playoffs, a very resilient club. Opening round beat the 76ers in 6 after trailing in that series 2-1. Eastern Conference semis, they beat the Celtics, a Celtic team that was shorthanded without Kevin Garnett and Leon Powe, a valuable guy off the bench, but they did it by winning a Game 7 in Boston. Their play is no accident, particularly when you look back at the regular season and the number of wins they've had against quality teams. As Delonte West able to knock it down. It's now a 99-82 lead, just under 3 to go in this fourth quarter. And they're on their way to defeating a Cavalier team that had the best record during the regular season at 66-16. Varejao with the rebound. A team that has the most valuable player in LeBron James, the coach of the year in Mike Brown. Here's Varejao to the rim. So the lead is 15. The Magic have led by as many as 21, and they have led all the way.
And, you know, everyone was thinking because Cleveland steamrolled to the conference finals, sweeping Detroit, sweeping Atlanta, that they just ran in. Dwight Howard with the spin move. Oh, my goodness. 38 points for Dwight Howard.
Delonte West right back. There's dunk number 6 for Howard, for those of you keeping score at home. And it's a playoff career high of 38 points. West on the steal, and he's fouled by Turkoglu. Cavaliers looking for a clear path foul.
You swept Atlanta, and things just didn't go as planned. 39-2 at home, and really that last game they lost. They had 5 starters not in uniform, so they easily could have went 40-1. So a lot of things were stacked in their favor to get them to the finals, but they ran into a red-hot Magic team that was clicking on all cylinders.
And a Magic team that had come off a tough series against the Celtics. Delonte West looking for a foul, but it'll be a jump ball. While the Cavaliers were sitting home after the 2 sweeps by double digits every game, and they had a 9-day layoff. And I know there are people who feel that they can rationalize after the fact, but it really hurt Cleveland. Game 1 in Cleveland, won by the Magic. Could have been 2-0 for Orlando, but LeBron James hit that 3-point shot for the game winner in Game 2 to pull it out. And then Orlando wins twice here, jumping in front 3-1. Must-win situation. Cavaliers win at home in Game 5. And here we are, Game 6, and the Magic about to wrap it.
And we got to talk about LeBron James and how taxing this series was because of all the minutes he had to play and everything he had to do, just brilliantly scoring at will. But it just wasn't enough, and Mike Brown could not find rest for him.
And LeBron sitting it out. Tonight, 7 of 19, 22 points in all. Just 1 point in the 4th quarter. Let's check with Craig Sager.
Well, it seems like an awfully long time ago, but it wasn't. It was as recently as Game 5 against Boston when Dwight Howard complained he wasn't getting enough touches. He and Stan Van Gundy had a falling out. They got together, and since then, Dwight Howard has definitely gotten the touches. 33 of them here in this game, 12 in the 1st quarter, 6 times down the stretch in the 4th quarter. And Stan said, listen, it'll help if you make your free throws. Dwight Howard has done that 10 out of 14 tonight.
All right, Craig, LeBron James back on the floor with 50 seconds to play. Standing ovation from this crowd here at Amway. And the foul is called on James. Dwight Howard leading the way for the Magic. 38 points, 14 of 20 from the field, 10 of 14 at the line. And he has 2 more coming up right here.
He set the tone early. Charles talked about it at the top of the show about Dwight Howard being able to get these fans out of their seat, and he did not disappoint. And I like Stan's approach. Let's get the ball down low. If they're going to double, great. That'll unleash our 3-point shooting. If not, attack the bigs of Cleveland.
And Reggie, the question will be asked in the big picture, how does this affect LeBron James? Will he remain in Cleveland? Will he give the front office another opportunity to upgrade the surrounding parts? That will be a point of much discussion the next couple of months.
Well, every time he plays, everyone's going to wonder all next year, where is LeBron James going to do after the decision of the full season? Is he going to, once he becomes a free agent, everyone's going to be calm. You know, you got Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. But that man right there, LeBron James, people are going to want to know, is he going to stay? Me being a guy who's been in a small market for 18 years in Indiana, I think it would be fabulous if he stayed in Cleveland. I think it's great for the game to have superstars in smaller markets. But when the bright lights and the big cities come calling, Broadway, possibly, it could be a little tempting.
Well, the Knicks have certainly cleared the cap space. And I know that LeBron certainly would like to see the league do well, but he's not going to stay in a market for the sake, of some of the smaller markets doing well. Here comes West for James, and he puts it down. A half minute to go. As the crowd serenades the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the Orlando Magic on their way to the NBA Finals to face the Los Angeles Lakers. Alley-oop, broke it up. And the West is stripped. The final seconds. The Orlando Magic have defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers in 6. And they are headed to the finals for the first time since 1995.